How do you handle criticism? Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I got to thinking about criticism today, and I talked about criticism in another video, correction or criticism. And yet this video is about how we handle criticism. You know, correction is something that can be very good. It's someone who has our best interest at heart, who corrects us and helps us to readjust and navigate in the right direction. And they're giving us correct information. And yet, criticism is often done for selfish purposes by someone else who wants to put another person down. So we often hear the term corrective or constructive criticism, but constructive criticism is simply another name for criticism because it's usually not done with good intent. And so and I think we've all been criticized, or at least most people I know, if not everybody that I know, has been criticized at one point or another. It could be from a boss, it could be from a friend, it could be from a spouse, it could be from a parent, it could be from a child, it could be from a neighbor, it could be from anybody. Criticism can come in so many different directions. So do you fall apart when you get criticism? Do you get angry? Do you get upset? Do you get crushed? Do you get hurt? Do you feel bad about yourself? What kind of emotions do you feel when you get criticized? I don't think any of us like criticism. That's a given, okay? Correction is something different. I welcome correction from the right people who have the right information and will, correct me and guide me in the right direction. And yet, criticism I don't welcome because I know that that person is just doing it and most likely to put me down in some way. And so the key to it is not to fall apart when you get criticized. Generally speaking, I handle criticism in a number of different ways. Sometimes I'll say, well, why are you criticizing me? That's pretty direct, pretty bold. And then a person kind of stands back and says, oh, no, I'm not criticizing you. I'm trying to help you. Oh, you really are trying to help me? Okay, well, let me hear what you have to say. And that puts them on the defensive. Other times I'll simply say, well, do tell. I'll have to think on it, which means I'm not going to get back to you. And then there's other times that I just will simply walk away. Other times that I will ignore the person. Other times I will say, thank you very much for your opinion. And then I just move on my way. It all depends on the situation. Every situation is different. And so for me, how I handle criticism reflects who I am. It doesn't reflect who the other person is. It doesn't reflect who someone else is. It reflects who I am, how I handle it. And so I want to handle it in the best of ways. I handle it in a diplomatic way, usually, kind way, professional way, sometimes no way. Sometimes I just kind of walk away, but I always do it in the right way and never let it diminish who I am and never let it make me feel bad about who I am, because it's really just someone else's perspective who just wants to somehow diminish who I am to lift themselves up. And people who go around criticizing all the time usually have or suffer from some form of self-esteem issue, and that's their way of control. And I understand that. And sometimes I'll just simply, be nice to them anyhow. From my house to yours, may God bless you. And I hope to talk to you all soon again. And I hope you subscribe to my channel here. Talk to you then.